Hey, 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 welcome. I'm so excited for today. For those who don't know me, my name is Connie Rivera, and I am financial strategist, and my commitment is to help you create a financial future that you can be excited about, that you can live into. And I have a guest today. I'm super excited about this guest. This guest has been, I've had other podcast shows and things of that sort, and this guest has been my co-host on several shows before, and we have always found space to come back and just support each other in different projects and things of that sort. And she has some projects in play, and she's doing some amazing things in Illinois and in Chicagoland area. And I want to make sure that you get to know one of my business besties and learn more about her. She's a mother, a wife, a daughter. She takes care of her mother as well. And, that's one of the things that we're facing now as we're getting older in age, just like taking care of our parents, taking care of our children, and all that balance, and still being our amazing selves and just working our businesses. But Esther today is going to talk about how she's overcame a lot of different spaces and how she does it as an entrepreneur and as a mother. So without further ado, I present to you Esther Noeli. Esther.
Hi guys, Esther Noeli here. I'm so excited to be on this podcast. Connie invited me to be on her podcast. I'm like, of course, let's talk because we love to talk. That's what I like to do, right? I like to talk. I like to help people, and that's why I like to be around great spaces. And today we're going to be talking about some of my background in real estate, as well as an life insurance producer and some real estate investment strategies that I personally am being involved in as well. hmm So I'm so excited, Connie, to be here.
So excited. So this is the thing about me, right? I'm not a gatekeeper and I don't have a problem sharing my friends. So Esther's one of my business besties. So I am not part of that no new best friends club. I'm definitely, if I introduce Esther, that's because I want her to be your friend too. Okay. And I trust her. I trust Esther. I can tell you I trust Esther with my life. She has been that type of a person in my life for me. So, first of all, what you need to know about Esther is she was born an entrepreneur. Like she came out of her mom's womb and she was selling something immediately. And she came out y estaba vendiendo. She was selling immediately, pilas, pilas, okay? And she does not stay down. This is Esther was always on the next best thing, and it always pops off. Um, I met Esther when I was working as a corporate coach, as a district manager for Avon Products years ago, right? So Esther has been a corporate coach and she has been helping women start their business. And she did that for over 11 years. Not only was she helping them start their business, but she was one of the top district sales managers in Avon Products. Now, Avon Products doesn't have that strategy anymore where they have a whole bunch of district sales managers, and that's where we started doing our different shifts. But we took on that opportunity to start our ventures and our other businesses. So I knew Esther when I was doing that because I did that for 6 years, and Esther did that for 11 years. So that's when we became business besties per se. We shared an office. We were working in Chicago. Yeah, so it was phenomenal. Those were the days, Esther. Those
Yes. So those were the great days. Those are the days that I was first to come as an internship right when I graduated from UIC with my undergrad. And then we went to, I went to interview processes, and then I chose this company because I thought it fit more with what I grew up doing, which is sales, because my mom's an entrepreneur. My dad always helped her sell too. So she grew us from when we got here from Mexico, when we immigrated from Mexico to Chicago. I was very young. And she always taught me about sales. I would go with her to all her sales events and home presentation. So it was embedded in me, like Connie says. It's been embedded in me since I was little. All my family knows I enjoy the sales process. And then what I feel that Avon taught me was not the sales process, but the coaching process on how to help other people now make their sales and make their accomplishments. And I think that's my passion, is helping other people fulfill their goals, because then that makes, and if that makes me money, because of course we all like money, right? But if that makes me money in the process, then it's just it's a win-win situation. And that's what I like. I like coaching people. I like helping people bring their dreams, making their dreams a reality. And that's my ultimate goal with real estate. That's my ultimate goal with my investment strategies that we have with TKO and Solaris and in general with all the companies that we can provide to the people. Especially in our culture, I think sometimes it's a taboo when you talk about certain stuff. We look at it as an expense instead of an investment. And that's our problem. We can't look at these products as an expense. We have to look at them as a long-term investment. And that's how we're going to create generational wealth with our children. Because we can't have the mentality of, oh, well, we raised them and now they got to go fend for themselves and do everything on their own, which, yes, we're trying to make them independent, a good human being, independent, our little children that we have, our little kids, right? But you know, if we leave them with a foundation, we create a foundation for them, then they could just keep growing and growing that and making their dreams and making our generations just get better and wealthier. We got to work smarter instead of working harder. And that's my ultimate goal, Connie.
Absolutely. Thank you, Esther. Yes. So I want to go through some of your accolades. And please correct me if I miss any or if I don't get these dates right, but real conversation. So right now, Esther is a real estate broker in the state of Illinois. So
Yes.
if you are interested in buying or selling a house, or if you have the goal or dream of doing that, because Esther has worked with clients that were her clients for 14 months, up to 14 months, getting their credit together to help them buy a home, right? So Esther has done that. So real estate. So if you're looking to buy or sell your home, Esther can absolutely help you in Illinois. She is
Yes.
also a business partner and has a gelato company as well, a gelato shop. She's a business partner there with her husband, and she helps with that. She is also a life insurance broker. So not only is she helping families get into their homes, but she's helping them protect their financial future by creating strategies where they can get their mortgage insurance, they can get their life insurance, and create retirement strategies. She is a mother to a beautiful son, and she is there for every single event for her son. Okay, whether it's a baseball game, whether it's the school, whether it's, I mean, Esther, like it's like remember that where's Carmen Saint Santiago? It's like, where's Esther Noeli? Where's Esther now, right? Like, she's here with her son, she's there with her son, she's all over the place. So um that that's the thing that I appreciate about you. Did I miss anything, Esther?
No, I think you wrapped it up pretty well. That's how well you know me, because I'm an open book, Connie. You know that, right? Like I
Yeah.
tell it how it is. I do it how it is. I don't know. You can't, I am pretty good at, I'm pretty open. I'm a pretty open book. So that's pretty much it. I mean, and you hit it spot on. That's what I do. Real estate agent, life producer. My son, yes. I mean, where my son is, he is my priority. So that family is very, 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 very strong in my heart. So my mom,
I,
my brother, my family, my husband.
I miss some. You're also a licensed cosmetologist.
Oh, yes. I'm also a licensed
Yes.
cosmetologist.
You're also business partner with your mother at her hair shop and clothing store.
Yes. Well, we're revamping right now her
Okay.
her strategy as well. My mom.
Okay,
And just
great.
to let you guys know, my mom still works. She still does hair and she's 75 years old. Well,
Yeah.
she's going to be 75. She's
That's
34.
what I'm talking
That's
about.
why she keeps going. My mom has always been my inspiration since I was young, that lady. And my dad, rest in peace. He passed away 2021. He always supported all her endeavors. I mean, he was He was a very supportive man. He loved my mom very much because he was so supportive. I mean,
Oh,
there's
that's
always drama, there's always drama when money's involved and all these decisions, but for the most part, like he always supported her. He loved her very much. And my mom is just a go-getter. Siempre. Siempre. And a ver qué nuevo. I mean, well, how old was she when she went back to school? She went to St. Augustine for a computer class. I think she was like 65. Was she? Or old? Yeah. And then they said if she passed it with an A, she got a free laptop. And she earned her free laptop, that lady.
yeah,
She's
mom.
always working at it. It's never too late. I just want to put it out there. It's never too late to do something you want to do. It's never too
I
late. I
love
think I saw a meme once with like all these actors at in their 40s or 50, like they realize their dreams and stuff. So just putting it out there, manifesting it. We're here. I'm here to provide great customer service to our end customer, our clientele, and I treat you like I would treat my family. And we are here. I like Connie said, I mean, I had a client, it took us 14 months, but I am a very patient person. We need to make sure that you get the ultimate best. She thought she couldn't buy a house. She was a single mom of one, I think, and then she was pregnant. Um, and she was a single mom. And we put a plan together and she bought her house within 14 months. After 14 months of she had to save. We picked up her credit. I have a great team I work with, so they support me very well. And I think that's important for you to be able to help our community is to have a good team backing you up, and that's what I have.
That's beautiful. I love that, Esther. And more about your mom. I remember you shared a story with me about your how your mom got into real estate because your mom is also has been into real estate and real estate
Oh
deals. Your
yeah.
brother, like your fam, like your whole family, like has been in doing these different deals. So
Yes. Remember when we got here from
so
Mexico, my uncles provided some provided us a place to live in, you know. And then every day when we walked to school, we would walk through these buildings, a six flat in well, it was Ukrainian village, Humble Park. We walked to school, uh, and every day we walked through that six flat building. My mom's like, I'm gonna buy one of these one day. She said it. "Yeah, I'm gonna buy one of these one day." And then 6 years later, after we got here, she bought her building, six flat in the Humble Park area. Well, it's Ukrainian village, I guess, that side of Augusta. But yeah, she bought her building after 6 months. And back in the day, that building was $200,000. Everybody thought she was crazy in my family. My dad thought she was crazy. Why? Oh yeah, we could use that she was gonna put a big down payment. I mean, and back in the day, like to sell to find somebody to finance $200,000 was a big deal. I mean, she had to get a couple signatures to help her buy that building. She was determined. She had my aunt and my other uncle help her co-sign, but she put down a big down payment. I mean, she saved a lot of money. She put down a big down payment, like close to a lot. I think it was like close to 50 or 60K. But everybody was like, "You're crazy. Don't buy there. Don't do this." My dad was like, "We can go invest that in Mexico." A lot of things. But my mom was like, "No, I want to buy a building because if something happens to you or to me and we can't work, the rents will pay off, the building, and then we can buy a home, you know." So that was our home. And then we bought it. She did. She made that go and she bought it. And we all worked as a family to help her. My mom had her own, she worked at a factory, a donut factory, but then she also sold anything she could get her hands on. She sold gold, she sold cazuelas, she sold anything she could get her hands on. And then she bought her first real estate property. And after that, it was history. She would finally, I think 4 years later, she decided to buy her store. She purchased her building with her store that had a beauty salon in it, right? It had a beauty salon in it. And she was like, well, the beauty salon was doing so good. She's like, I can't take the beauty salon out. She just put her clothing in a little section of the beauty salon. So it was like a beauty salon with clothing idea that nobody had ever thought of. But my mom was like, I'm not gonna, those same people that are working in the beauty salon and have all this clientele can buy from me. So yeah, so then she bought her next real estate property after that. And then 4 years later, she bought another real estate property. And 3 years later, and with the help of my brother and of course my dad and my sister and everybody, it was a whole family that helped. My brother, of course, is the main one because he's the one that like went into more the general contractor side of the story. So he's a general contractor right now and he does a lot of flips. So yeah, it's a whole family deal for the real estate part. And then thanks to Connie, because she's my business bestie, we got into the other part of the business, which is the life insurance part, which and real estate investing part, because it's very important when you buy a property and stuff to have some protection. I mean, I've sold some properties. I had to help them sell it because if not, they were going to lose the property. So I sold some properties where, fortunately, something happened to the breadwinner, and the wife couldn't afford the, the real estate property, so we had to sell it. So if that person would have had some more, we call it mortgage protection because that's what it is. You can get something really cheap, even if you just get a cheap term to cover your mortgage, and in case something happens to you, your family is covered. So it's very important to look into getting some kind of coverage, especially you have a home, because if your wife or spouse doesn't, if your significant other or spouse doesn't work and is full-time house parent, or they don't work and they're just in the home doing the housework with, which I praise to people because I'm telling you, being a house parent or housewife, it's the hardest work and no pay. Your pay is the gratification of your family, okay? But on the second, so it's very important to put some protection in place. I've had instances with clients that have gotten diagnosed with terminal illnesses or chronic illnesses, and just to let you know, once you get diagnosed with that, it's very rare that you will be able to get an insurance plan that will cover you. Okay, I mean, I'm not talking about health insurance, I'm talking about life insurance. So then you have to move into different kind of real estate investments, which we also do when we can't provide help with. I can provide help with, but that's why it's better to get ahead of the game. And again, don't look at it as an expense. Look at it as an investment. You're investing in your future because that's what it is with a lot of these products. Um, yeah, especially that's why we try to go more towards the savings products and just the term products. But if you need something just to cover you while you pay down your mortgage, then we have those products as well. Everybody's different, so I can't put an example of just something because everybody's different. I hope that covered it, Con.
Yes, it did. It did. And if anyone's interested in getting any type of insurance products, Esther can serve you if you're outside of the state of Illinois. That's not a problem. We have people to
Yes.
support you with that. Um, we can help you, right? So if you have a mortgage and you want to make sure that you're protected or your spouse is protected, if anything should happen to you, we got you. We can absolutely help you. Um, and I love that story about your mom. That was just so inspirational to me, how your
Oh,
mom was like, I'm gonna get that building. That's gonna happen after 6 years. And you walk past that building, and I'm sure you're like, Mom, you're crazy. Mom, you're crazy. And she made it happen. Not only did she make it happen, she showed her family how to make it happen. And she taught you and instilled that in you, and no one can take that away from you,
no.
and no one can take it away from your brother also, because he was like, I don't want the general contractors to mess with my mom and our family goals. I'm going to be a general contractor and I'm going to be
Mm-hmm.
in charge of that. So you have the license to buy and sell them, and then he has the license to fix them, and your mom has all the dreams and ideas, and you all come together. And I love that. I absolutely love that for your family. That's beautiful.
Yes,
I'm
thank you.
curious, Esther, how, with everything that you do, how do you manage everything? Like, how do you, like, with your son, with your business, with your mom, taking care of being a partner with your mom as well? How do you manage that? What are some
It's
habits that you have in place?
it's just your Google Calendar. You gotta have a calendar base, You gotta have something that, I mean, some people like CRMs, like a customer relationship management program, but I like using my Google Calendar. That's the main thing. But I mean, it's very it can be cumbersome. It can be very cumbersome sometimes. And we all go through our ups and downs, and you just got to keep moving forward. You got to have a positive attitude. You got to manifest a positive attitude. That's the only way you can keep going and keep doing what I do to help people. You have to keep going.
Absolutely. With everything that you're doing, Esther, how do you motivate yourself?
I think right now my biggest motivation is I have to mentally prepare myself to move forward, and I've been walking. I walk a lot. I've started to walk a lot. I think that's helped me get back on the road to success again, and just motivating myself to get up. You got to do it. You have to do it. You have to manifest. I know sometimes, a daily affirmation helps. Sometimes I have a daily affirmation. Actually, I have it on my phone. I have it printed out on my side. I have it. I tell it to myself. I should tell it to myself out loud more often than I do, probably. Because yeah, I mean, I feel successful people always have affirmations and goals that they want. So I have my goals set. I have a lot of goals set. So yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah, Esther, would now I'm curious. Now I'm curious. You said you have it printed out. Would you be open to sharing your daily affirmation with us? And if you're,
sure. Sure.
yeah,
I have it right here, actually. It says, let's see if I can, unless I'm looking at this one. It says, the law of harmony operates in my mind and body. I am abundant in love, health, and wealth because there is no such thing as scarcity, only abundance. Beauty, love, and peace are mine. Money flows to me copiously and endlessly. I give off my talents freely, and I am wonderfully blessed financially. I am an energetic being full of life and vitality. I am strong, confident, and capable of achieving everything I want in life. I am so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities through multiple sources on a continuous basis. Amen. That's my
Amen, Esther. That's right. That is so beautiful. So that's one of your strategies and habits also. So you're walking, you're doing your daily affirmations, and you're just keeping your Google Calendar. I know one thing that I know about Esther is if it's not in the calendar, it's not happening
yeah,
because
it's not.
her Google Calendar tells her what to do. That's her
Yes,
personal
it does.
assistant.
I have like, you can modify your Google Calendar to send you notifications. And because when you're busy, I do three notifications. I do like 24 hours before, and I think 2 hours before, and then like 45 minutes before, just to tell me.
Absolutely. That
Sometimes I
that's
snooze it.
that's how to that's a lot. It's a lot of things moving at the same time, and you're up to really big things. One
Hmm.
thing that I know about if you ever want to get something done, talk to a busy person. A busy person always knows how to get the next thing done. They're
Yep.
like they got the systems and the structures, they make it happen. Yes,
Yep.
absolutely.
And then I mean, that's why you talk about my son. That's why I have all my son's activities in my calendar, and I work around those. And sometimes there's conflicts, and that's why sometimes I do have the team and I have referrals and I have to give them to the team. But just he's my priority. He's my one and only, so he is my priority. But we get everything done always, real estate needs and stuff. That's why even when I'm showing homes, I make sure to put me and my alarms for my son because then I'm showing a home, I get into my client and my alarm goes off. You gotta go pick up your son.
Yeah,
So then
yeah,
but I give my clients the attention that they need and they deserve because I like to make sure that they're happy and content with the service I provide.
absolutely. You were telling me recently that you've been working on a couple of strategies that were kind of like insurance based as well as real estate based. So because
Yeah.
you love the financial strategies of insurance and you love the financial strategies of real estate because your family is a family of real estate investors. Like your brother's really heavy into real estate investing, you're really heavy into real estate investing, and you found a strategy to kind of bring them together. Can you share more about that?
Yeah, so right now, currently, we have a great strategy going on. There's a few different ones, few different terms, but generally, they're all providing anywhere from 12 to 20% return on your investments with a buy-in of anywhere from 10 to minimum buy-in 10,000 to anywhere you want, right? And some will start at 25,000. but it's a great real estate investment with very products down south that are going more into mobile home projects. So they are backed up by real estate. Your investment is backed up by a real estate lien. So it's a great investment. That's one we're working on. I have a few clients right now that are gonna invest into it. So if anybody's interested, they can reach me. I do have my Facebook account, Real Esther Noeli, because my Esther Noeli Gonzalez got hacked like since last year. I can't even delete it or get back into it. So it says Real, like REAL, Esther Noeli, like you see it on the screen, for Facebook. And for Instagram, it's just Esther Noeli at Esther Noeli 27. So those are my two social medias that I prefer to be in contact with. Working on TikTok, right? But but these real estate investments are a great opportunity. We don't know if they're going to be giving out like the 20%. I know I'm doing one with a client right now that's going to give her, I think, 19% for 12 months.
Nice.
And I think she's investing like 40,000 into it. So I mean, to keep the math simple, if you invest 100,000 into it, you're gonna get 20,000 back at the end of the 12 months. So you made a $20,000 in a real estate investment without having to put any work into it, and it's backed up by a real estate lien. So if you want more information, let me know about it. We can get you into it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Esther. Now I have
Mm-hmm.
my final questions. As a mother, right? What are three things that you want your son to know you as or remember you by?
I would say like as a mother, I want him to remember me as always being there for him, having his back. Um, being a little hard on him to make him independent and a good human being. So, because sometimes he'll tell me, Mom, why are you so hard on me? I'm like, because if I'm not hard on you, who's going to be? Who's going to push you to be the best you can be? So, yeah, I do push my son to be the best he can be. And to remember the moments that we have, because those moments are unforgettable and that, you know, you never know when God calls you up there. So, like, I just enjoy every moment I can with him and the loving and caring mother that I was always there for him.
That's so beautiful. I love that, Esther. Thank you so much, Esther, for taking a moment and just sharing what you're doing. And I really acknowledge you for just being an amazing friend. If you know Esther, if you meet Esther, you got a sister, right? I didn't even know I had Mexican me. So Esther's my Mexican sister. I'm her Puerto Rican sister. Like I didn't even know. And then I go with her mom. Her mom's like, "Hey, where you see?" Like it's like my Mexican mom, right? So it's just like when you meet Esther and you meet her family and you're working with her, she's absolutely got your back. Not only does she have your back, she has your front, your back, your side. Things that you didn't think about. Esther that has no problem telling you to think about all the different aspects, even like you need to think about that. Like, okay, let's think about this part too. So I acknowledge you for that, Esther. You have been a friend, true blue, like for real, and I appreciate you. And everybody here, I'm sharing my friend and my business bestie with you, Esther Noeli. If you want to have that type of service, if you want to have that type of um taken care of service in Illinois with your real estate needs, which are usually very sensitive, Esther's got your back. And if you're interested in any of these insurance products that she presented, she's got your back. We got your back. We'll take care of you all the way around. If we don't know it, we know 1,400 that do. We are part of a huge network of financial professionals that have your back, not just in insurance, but like with taxes, like with business, like we got you all the way around. With debt consolidate, like figuring out your debt resolution, debt forgiveness, we got you all the way around. So thank you so much, Esther. I
No
appreciate you.
problem. Thank you for taking the time out today. Have a good one, everybody. Peace, love, and harmony.